And we're back.
We're back.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Think With a Pump. We got a pump just now.
We did.
Where'd we go?
Gold's Gym Venice.
Gold's Gym Venice. This is different from the vlog. I was thinking about it. I was like, did we get a pump? But we did just work out, so.
Yep.
But, yeah, we were at Muscle Beach yesterday, and we got burnt. I don't know if the camera can see your face, but Luke's burnt.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not complaining because I wanted some color, but it was overcast, so shit ran up on me.
Right. I was like, you looked at yourself, you're like, oh, shit, I'm red. Let's go.
Yeah, a little bit, because it wasn't, like, too bad, but I was wearing a backpack today, and the straps felt like sandpaper on my skin, so, you know, a little brutal, but it felt good. I haven't got burnt in a while.
I was freaking out because I was wearing a wife beater. I was like, this is going to look awful.
I know. That's my biggest fear in life, tan lines.
Biggest fear in life? You don't have any biggest fears? What's your biggest fear, Luke?
My biggest fear?
Get it right into it. What's your biggest fear?
You know, just failing.
Failing.
Just being a failure.
Okay.
Not making my parents proud.
I mean, that's solid.
It's like take a deep, it's like dark.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Luke has a lot of failures. Like, I pitch him. I'm sorry. I said that wrong.
Yeah.
Luke has a lot of fears because I pitch him so many ideas. He's like, nah, I'm good. Like, even yesterday, we were out here in California. Where we're staying? This is like Venice?
This is
Venice because Venice Beach is right there.
It's like San something, right? It's like in the area. Marina
Del Rey?
Yeah, Marina Del Rey.
Anyway, I was like, dude, we should do a vlog where we go surf. He's like, nah, I'm good. I don't really like sharks.
Yeah, I don't like sharks. And every shark attack's always on a surfer. It's never just like someone swimming. I feel like it's always like someone out there.
I think it's rare
not
it's
true,
on a surfer.
But like, I just feel like as soon as you said surfing, I thought sharks and I thought dying.
Do you know how rare it is to get bitten or eaten by a shark?
Did you look up the stats on that?
Look at the stats. Fact check it. It's less than like a plane crashing.
Is it?
Yeah, it's very rare. And here's the thing. I think you might be more likely to be struck by lightning. Actually, let's fact check this real quick.
Yeah, I'm fact checking it. The chance of a shark attack is super low, like really low. The U.S., your odds are about 1 in 11.5 million. Holy shit. Globally, there are usually around 70 to 80 unprovoked shark attacks per year. Only about 5 to 10 of those are fatal. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, like,
lose
1
a
out
limb,
of 8, you actually die.
Yeah, lose a limb. That's pretty shitty. Don't get me wrong.
It sucks.
But you know how lucky you have to be? I mean, obviously, you're not lucky, but you know how, like, lucky you have to be to get bitten by a shark?
Low key. Go play the lottery, especially if you live through that shit.
That's what I think about because you just got to think of stuff like, hey, we're doing it for these guys, okay? You need to stop thinking about what you want. Here's the thing. You're being selfish when you say no to ideas because I'm thinking, hey, that's going to be a great video.
Can we okay, great idea. I'm down to do it. Let's just do it in Jersey.
Why Jersey? They
because
have good.
I think the sharks. I think there's less sharks.
They have good surfing.
Yeah. There's certain beaches that
I don't think they have good surfing.
I just feel like
because what you think, Jersey or California? Which one sounds more like surfing?
I guess sharks like warm water, so Pacific Ocean's probably cool.
Why are you so worried about the sharks? Stop worried about the sharks,
dude. I'm just thinking of like I'm
thinking what's gonna be the best.
Because you got to go out there. You got to be out there, and you're bait at that point.
I don't really like open water. See, I love like adrenaline stuff. Like I love cliff jumping, but I'm the type I hit the water. That was fun. Get out the water. You know what I mean? Like I'm not sitting there just what is it like?
Just floating around.
Paddling. Yeah, just doggy paddling right there. You know, I'm out. Okay.
Or no, they call it what the fuck is it called?
I do. I'm looking for the word too.
I should know it. I had a pool. You're all right, I'm not gonna get stuck on this.
Yeah, but, whatever. You just, damn it, comment the word we're looking for. It's when you're just like, kind of like paddling or staying afloat.
I know. It's
that's gonna look weird. I keep doing this.
It's like whatever. Either way.
No, it's kind of pissing me off now.
Yeah.
Because it's on the tip of my tongue.
All right, ChatGPT again. What is it?
It's not drifting.
When you're staying.
Damn it! This is when we need somebody behind the camera.
In water. It's called. Treading
water.
Stupid.
Treading water. That's it.
Yeah,
that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
So if you guys thought of that and commented it, good stuff. people are just gonna go comment shredding.
Yeah.
Freaking idiots.
Yeah, I know.
We already said it. Okay.
It's one of those things where, like, because the camera's on, we're put on the spot. When you're trying to think really fast, you can't come up with the right word.
We're solo today. It's literally just me and Luke in here.
Yep.
Because we came out here for a ghost photo shoot. And we probably can't talk about it because this is going to come out like next week.
Can't talk about what we were shooting, but we were shooting at Muscle Beach.
Yeah, we rented out Muscle Beach. That was sick.
Hence why we're burnt, because it was overcast. And I didn't think that the sun gets that strong this time of year yet. It's not even May.
No, the sun was out, though.
The sun did come out, but, like, it was early in the day, and usually the UVs are lower.
Yeah,
until, like,
because as soon as it came out, I took off my, like, wife beater, but I feel like I still got a tan line.
Oh, I definitely
Can
did.
you see
I don't
it?
even
Is it
know.
noticeable?
Yeah,
a little.
It's a little, but it doesn't look like a tan line though, because your arms definitely got tan too.
Gotcha. But that was pretty cool. I always wanted to go to Muscle Beach, and then we got it to ourselves.
Yeah.
So if you guys seen the vlog, we were honestly we were drained, and we weren't supposed to do a vlog at Muscle Beach, but we were like, man, we got Muscle Beach rented for ourselves. Let's just knock out a vlog, because like during the photo shoots, obviously we were not like going super hard, but like they make us work out during the photo shoots because we also do some video.
Yep.
So we're doing a workout, but it's not like a full workout. Like for me, they had me, I think I did probably like 20 reps at 225, not consistently breaking up.
Dude, but that's like legit working out though.
They made me bench, they made me shoulder press, they made me so we basically hit a full body, and then we were like, let's hit a vlog. So we hit another full body for the vlog.
Yeah, I didn't know what to hit, because I've been non-stop traveling. I actually came from the UK. Then I went to South Carolina for my Ghost Athlete video that you guys will eventually see, which is super cool.
I'm going to bring up all that real quick. I want to continue this topic real quick. Okay. I'm going to ask you about your trip because you've been traveling.
Sweet, thanks.
But, man, you got to start doing it for the people. That's what I'm getting at. Okay?
All right.
Look everybody in the eyes and tell them you hate them.
I hate you.
Because I pitched a couple things. What else did I pitch? I pitched, let's go. I mean, this is obviously far-fetched, but let's do like 24 hours stranded on an island.
Bro.
Kind of like Survivor.
Dude. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Okay, like 24 hours camping. I think people just like us doing regular stuff.
I mean, I wouldn't be so opposed. It depends. If we picked a nice park and we wanted to like fuck around in the woods.
Camping meaning we go with the bare minimum, a tent and camera and a cameraman. And we have to we don't show up with food.
That's crazy.
You don't like to be hungry, so I think your survival instinct is going to kick in.
Dude, I'm not going to
go
like
fishing.
You at all.
It's going to be a catch and cook video, but also camping. Catch and cook. I know how to fish. I know how we'll bring like a cast net, a fishing pole, spears. Maybe we'll go spears. Do you know what a cast net is?
Brother, we're gym bros.
Well, I also do stuff outside the gym. You just live, breathe gym.
Boom!
That's why he's big.
Yes,
I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
But think about it. Do you know what a cast net is?
It's something you just throw out to catch fish.
Yes, the one that's a big circle.
Yeah.
And dude, I think that'd be fun. I think that's when you come down to Louisiana.
What island would you want to do? Oh, you're talking about just like in the woods now.
We could do an island.
Well,
finding an island where we could do it is the hard part. We're gonna hit up Mr. Beast.
I was gonna say we have to hit up Mr. Beast.
Jimmy, respond to our DMs.
Yeah. Did you ever see that guy on TikTok? He does like he gives away like the mystery box.
Drake respond.
And he's like,
he says Drake at the end.
He says Drake, and like lately I've been seeing he's like, Kai Sanat, please.
Oh, he changed it up.
Yeah, he changes it up. It's like, Kai Sanat, please collab with me.
Yeah.
At the end. He's a good guy. I don't
That's
know.
sick.
Never
we ran into him at Dobricks.
We did.
He was there.
We did. He did spawn in. That's crazy.
I was like, I had to look at him. I was like, oh, that's like, it's rare that I meet someone, because I think he might have seen our videos. Could be wrong.
Yeah.
But it's rare that it's like, oh, I seen you and I don't know their name.
Yeah.
Because usually like when I watch somebody, but it was just like a familiar face.
Yeah.
I feel like you get that a lot because you're such a familiar face.
Yeah. Not a lot of people, I guess, look like me. You think?
You have a distinct face. I don't know like how to describe it.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe it's because like you play like you have such a like distinct character.
Yeah.
With the gym employee. Maybe
that
that's
has to
why.
do with my face.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people laugh at my face rather than
your facial expressions and everything.
That's what it is.
Maybe they're so focused on that. Because like my videos, I have a lot of people usually.
More moving parts.
Yeah.
More characters and stuff. I get it. That makes sense. But
anyways, we need to start, guys. I want to do extreme stuff, right? Like this channel. I feel like we do cool stuff. We do the basic stuff, putt, eating challenges, whatnot. But I want to bring it to the next level.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm open to it. Skydiving. Skydiving I've always wanted to do. It's kind of a bucket list thing.
Really?
Yeah, to be honest.
Okay.
Like, I think as I get older, I like definitely get more, I guess, worried about death. It's weird.
Yeah,
I
you
just
should
think
be.
that your probability of death increases, whether it's like disease, just like some crazy tragedy, and or like, you know, because you're getting older, you're living longer, and you're just taking more risks. Even getting the car. I mean, the car is probably the most statistically leads in the most deaths.
Right.
Out of all transportation. So, you know, every time you get in the car, you're just increasing, you know, your probability of some asshole T-boning you and stuff like that. So I just get more worried. Like, I'm not ready to die, you know? And I don't want to self-inflict my death for doing something kind of stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like...
I don't want to die either. I like living.
No, I know.
So,
And I like adrenaline, too. If it was, like, a really good skydiving spot... Like, dude, Logan Paul skydived a few years ago, and his parachute had, like, a malfunction.
Mm-hmm.
Bro almost went out.
I was talking to CJ yesterday about that. I was like, not to bring up a different brand, but Orb, our competitor, they do crazy shit. That's their thing. That's why they're always going viral.
Yeah.
But I was like, like our thing is be legendary, right? Let's do legendary shit, right? I was like, hey, I got a video idea because we're going to EDC. Well, I got invited to EDC with Ghost, and we're taking a chopper there.
Oh.
I don't know if that's a secret or not. It shouldn't be. Anyway, if so,
nonetheless, we'll know.
If so,
we
I
can
spoiled
bleep it out
anyway,
if we need to.
I had an idea. I was like, I'll sign whatever waiver you want, but it should be a video that I can make, or Ghost could make it, where I'm late. The chopper's taking off. We're at the rooftop. It's taking off. I jump off the building, catch onto the railings underneath, and then I pull myself up. I am so confident I could do that. I know for a fact I could do it. But I was like, how cool would that be? It's going viral.
Out of your mind.
Yeah, a little bit.
That is insanity.
But here's the thing.
What if your hands get clammy, you just slip?
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Off the building.
There's a way you could set it up, meaning
Where?
it doesn't have to be hanging off the side of the building.
Yeah.
It could be like taken off. And like I jump maybe on a vent, whatever's on the rooftop, and like I catch onto it and pull myself up. Right? If I happen to like fall by chance, which I wouldn't, because you know it's a dangerous thing. Like, you know, my instincts keep in. I can't see myself falling.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
Like I said, I love living. I'm not gonna let myself die.
Right.
But anyways, yeah. Like if that's too unsafe to jump off the side of the building, which I would. Then it could be hovering like over the building. And I just latch on, do a muscle up, pull myself up, be like, "Hey guys, I made it."
That's insane.
And then I crack a ghost.
I mean, dude, on paper, badass as fuck. Definitely going viral. Really, really cool. Super fucking dangerous. Never heard of anyone actually do that before.
Tom Cruise, like a Tom Cruise type bit.
Yeah. Logistically, helicopters are really about balance. Like even just your body weight could like throw off.
I know, but
you know, so.
I don't weigh that much.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's not like you're like a 250-pound bodybuilder.
Here's the thing. We're gonna plan for it though, right? More people would be on this side, and I jump on this side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all gonna be calculated.
It would have to be the correct helicopter, and the pilot would have to know what's good.
Anyway, I want to do stunts.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Like that.
Good for you.
I like my heart beating in a good way. I don't like being scared and my heart's beating out my chest. So I like, you know, doing some cool shit like that.
What's some other shit you want to do?
Like, I love cliff jumping. I want to jump off something really high into water. Because I've done it before, like Louisiana, like into the lake. But it's never been, like, super high. But I love jumping off shit.
Yeah. I would do it, too. As long as we know for a fact there's no rocks that can...
Yeah.
See, I always think about that shit. I wouldn't just jump off a random cliff. It would have to be one that's, like... You know, super known for not having rocks that can just kill you.
Correct. Oh, no. I would make sure it's a safe spot. Yeah. But I'm like, I realize I'm such a kid, and that I think that guy you showed me, you remember the rock climbing guy who free climbs? I don't know if I'd free climb like that, but I kind of do want to try it, because not to that caliber.
Just like with the harness and stuff.
Yeah, I went to a spot with my super famous, rich, hot model girlfriend.
Okay.
Anyway, we went to a spot. And beautiful views, beautiful mountains, beautiful rocks. All I wanted to do was climb shit.
Yeah. No, I get
the whole time I was itching. I was like, I want to climb that rock.
Yeah.
And it's so childish, but it's like I want to so bad.
What was the angle looking like on that rock?
Like it's climbable. Like I'm not good. Like I
not
have
90 degrees.
So much confidence. No, I have so much confidence. Like, but there's some. God, I could show you pictures, but anyway, so I climbed a few things, but. I'm always confident in what I'm gonna climb. I'm not gonna do
Right.
some dumb
Right,
shit
right,
and
right.
hurt myself.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But I was thinking about it. I was like, I'm such a child. I just want to climb stuff and jump off of stuff. And I like the little adrenaline factor.
Yeah.
Because there was one specific one I climbed. I got to the top and I looked at it. And, like, I kind of looked over the edge. And my palms got sweaty. And
Hell
my
yeah,
feet
my
were
palms are
tingling.
sweaty right
and
now
I was
just
like,
thinking about
oh,
it.
shit, I'm high.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a good feeling. I like
It is.
And I got down. And I was like, that was sick.
And adrenaline. You got adrenaline junkie genetics for sure then.
Mm-hmm.
I think I definitely like lost some of that want as I get older, like I said earlier, kind of on some boring shit. But like, no, I would be interested in stuff like that as long as it's not super sketch.
Mm-hmm.
I could be into some of that stuff.
My mom used to call me a spider monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would climb shit like the door frame for no reason. Just
Yeah,
climb
I
it.
used to do
Because like
shit.
our walls were close, so I would like Ninja Warrior it up.
Dude, we used to at my old house before we got an addition. You'd walk in the door, and to the left would be a staircase going up, and then it would cut to the left, cut to the right. And we used to have this big skylight. I forgot all about this.
Yeah, we have a staircase too, and like the ceiling goes up.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was nothing up there. It was just a sky, like a window, like a skylight, right?
Yeah.
And I used to do like the Spider-Man shit too.
Yeah.
I didn't get like super high. I never climbed all the way up there. I don't think. But yeah, no, I used to love climbing shit, climbing trees. I used to climb the sap tree in our backyard all the way to the top, and I'd stand up there.
Yeah.
And it was definitely like if I were to fall and say fall on my head, like I'd die. But I was so confident, like I was fine. So it's like that for you. You still
Pretty
have that
much.
thrill, still have that desire.
But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna let you talk about your trip, but I just want to say, adrenaline stuff. Let's do some like cool shit on this channel. So
No.
if you guys have any crazy ideas, hit us with it. We'll try to make it happen. Right?
Dude, I would love to just like let's just start off small. Like I've yet to go as like an adult, like really like ATVing or UTVs in like the desert and shit, and just like fucking whip it around.
ATVing's cool. It's just like I don't know how much content's in that. You know what I mean?
I get that
'Cause
realistically.
I went
it's not
ATVing
that.
in Ibiza, and it's like, it's
Were you
cool.
whipping
They
it?
had nice views, but I was like, just nothing really you could do at ATV besides, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I just like,
It'd just
like
be
I'm
a-
the type. I would love to be on ATV hitting jumps,
Right.
hitting donuts in the desert or some
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay,
intense
yeah.
stuff, not just riding through a trail at like casual speed, like ripping them.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. I've never done that.
But yeah, guys, if you have ideas, comment it.
Yeah, let us know. That won't necessarily be a 50-50 kill-death ratio, you know?
Yeah.
Like something
But,
that like there's a very low probability.
We have been traveling a lot, and you have been traveling. You just went out the country. You want to talk about that? Anything cool happened?
Yeah, man, I had a pretty cool opportunity with Gymshark. I can't talk about it because I don't think that's going to be announced or shown like on so they're not going to post about it till like next month. But went out there for a cool campaign. It's a new collection that's dropping, so I went out to UK I think last Saturday. Is it really just a week ago? It really might have just been a week ago. I don't really even know.
A week ago.
A week ago. Yeah, whatever.
I hear that.
Yeah. Saturday. Went out on Saturday. Flew out there with my videographer, CJ, really cool dude. I'm sure you've seen him. He helps me with my skits. He's usually behind the camera. Went out there, flew in super late at night, got thrown off, jet lagged. Woke up the next day. Had a little tour around Birmingham. It was fun. Had some beers. Met some locals. Did some side quests. Had a good time. And then Monday and Tuesday were like the shoot days in UK, and I ran up something cool. I'm excited for you guys to see it. But a funny story is, on Sunday, the day before our first shoot, we're sound asleep. I went to bed like relatively early for myself, especially being jet lagged. I went to bed at like 12:30, and I was happy about that, thrilled, because I'm actually gonna get like 7 hours of sleep or so.
That's crazy. That's early.
Yeah,
That's
I
early
know.
for me too.
You know, dude, when you're traveling all the time, content creator, you don't have to be up at a certain time. So you're like, some days I'm waking up at 7 a.m. Some like yesterday we're up at 6:30. Some days I'm waking up at like 10, 11. It really depends. And you just get so thrown off with traveling, different time zones and all that bullshit. But so yeah, I was thrilled. 12:30 was not bad to fall asleep at. Like fall asleep, not go to bed. So, in the middle of the night, and mind you, let me paint the picture. I'm sorry. We're in UK. I've been out to the UK one other time a year ago with a bunch of other American athletes at a different hotel. This time around, we go to a new spot, and it's like 8 minutes from the Gymshark HQ, Gymshark Lifting Club, and it's just like this 2-story, super chill. I think people have like it's like a wedding kind of hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're driving in, it's like super narrow roads, surrounded by woods. There's like a horse stable to the right, like maybe
Some
100.
some creepy vibes.
Kind of creepy, especially after dark. There's no street lights.
Okay.
It's just surrounded by woods. During the weekend, the parking lot had like maybe 10 to 15 cars.
Mm-hmm.
But Sunday going into Monday, vacant. There's no one at this hotel. We're in the middle of nowhere, especially coming from America, being in Jersey. There's things everywhere. So we're at this hotel, go to bed at 12:30, and get waken up by this fucking screaming sound. It's the fire alarm.
Mm-hmm.
Fire alarms in the U.S. go beep, beep, beep. This fire alarm just screamed at us. Sound asleep. Beep. Like
Constant?
Just constant.
Ah.
And I'm like, so CJ's to my left. We had a 2-bed, but everything's smaller in the UK. Everything's miniature. So the 2-bed was right next to each other. Basically created one queen bed. We put like pillows to like divide us, so we had some like privacy. And he wakes up out of a freak. He's like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? Like throws a pillow, this and that. I'm like, shut up. All I hear is this beep, and I can't even think, right? And I'm like shook out of a sound sleep. I probably was in a dream. I wake up, turn on the light to my right, and this thing's going off. It's screaming at us. He's panicking a little. He's like, what the hell's going on? I'm like, the fire alarm's going off. Me, like, in my head, we're not at a Vegas hotel. You know what I mean? Where, like, people might be smoking on the balcony and can set it off, whatever. We're in the middle of nowhere. So my first instinct is to look out the window. Like, I'm kind of shook. It's the middle of the night. Like, this isn't a party hotel. This is 2 stories, nothing big, nothing crazy. Look out, and it's just woods. There's no street lights. There's no people. There's not like there's a gas station across the street. It's not like there's other hotels in the distance. And the parking lot's vacant. So I'm like, whoa, it's fucking freaky. Meanwhile, we have like the balcony door open because it's super hot in the room. So we needed like fresh air coming through so we could fall asleep. So that had to stay open for us to even be comfortable. And I'm like, what the hell? So I take a pillow. I start waving it over the fire alarm. Maybe it's from our room. I don't know. That's just like protocol. Did it for like 5 seconds. Realized, okay, it's not us, obviously. We're sleeping. So I'm like, all right, throw on sweatpants. The alarm is still going off. I open the door. I see this British dude come out of a room to the right, fully dressed. I'm like, you work here? And he goes, I don't. And then kind of just walks off. So like I'm shirtless, and I just shut my door. And CJ and us are just kind of like freaked out. We saw that guy. Didn't really give us much like comfortability. So we go back. The fire alarm eventually goes off. It kind of just shook. CJ went to bed watching some creepy shit on YouTube. I don't know why. So I guess he was like definitely in his head about like weird stuff. I'm thinking like witches. I'm thinking skinwalkers. I'm thinking criminal. Like I'm thinking maybe there's someone's invading us. You know, like I don't know. I don't know if it's carbon monoxide. I don't know if we're gonna die.
Imagine I walked out. Nobody was at the hotel.
Bro.
Vacant parking lot. All of a sudden, nobody's staying there.
Dude, so this is my POV, obviously. And so the fire alarm goes off. I'm like, dude, we need to go to bed. Like, we have to be up in like 4 hours. Like, we need sleep for a shoot day. Da-da-da. So I try to lay back in bed, and my heart's like kind of still beating. I'm thinking like, all right, what do I have to defend myself? The hotel gives us complimentary waters. So I had this like big glass water bottle. So I'm like, all right, like that's good. I can like hold it by its nozzle and smack someone in the head if someone's gonna try to attack me. That's where my head is at. And I'm falling asleep. And where I'm laying, I see the balcony door. The balcony door is creaked open, and I'm just like waiting to see a fucking shadow or something. Dead ass. Like I'm like in.
Wait, is it still going off?
No, the alarm stopped, but we never went down to like see what was going on. So we're still just kind of in our heads, being freaked out. Because again, we're in the middle of nowhere. Like we're just surrounded by woods. I'm like, what would have set that off? There's no one here. We keep just like freaking ourselves out more and more. I'm looking at the little light that's beaming through the balcony, waiting for a shadow. He's looking at the shadow at the front door of the room, and we just couldn't sleep. So after like 5 minutes laying down, I'm like, all right, let's just get up. Let's go downstairs, make sure everything's okay, so we could go to sleep. So I get back up, put a shirt on, put my pants back on, and I go to look at the people, because I'm just like, I'm a sketchball, you know, making sure we're all good. Look at the people, pitch black. Pitch black in the hallway. I'm like, no shot, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, and, you know, 2 and 2 didn't go together. UK is very, like, energy preserving, like, so it's censored lights. Mm-hmm. So we eventually, like, I creaked the door open, look out, light flickered on. I'm like, okay, I forgot, censored lights. Turn to my left to go down the hallway, doomsday door, blocking off the fucking hallway. I shit you not. This isn't in the States, guys. I'm not used to this.
What do you mean doomsday door?
Like, there's a big door dividing the hallway now that I never knew was there.
Okay.
So imagine that. Like, it's just super freaky. And a part of the reason we got back up out of bed is because I'm, like, super hypersensitive at this point, right? I didn't hear the dude that came out earlier go back into his room. Because hotel doors make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
And our hotel door didn't have a master lock either. Like, one of those, like, secondary protocol things that you lock the door just to make sure no one can get in the room. We didn't have that. So we're just super in our head, super paranoid. So I walk out, see a doomsday door. I'm like, what the hell is this? So CJ's behind me. I got the glass bottle in my hand, and we're just on a special ops mission. I'm like creaking by, another door. So we walk like another 10 feet, open up another door, like slide it open, and it like shuts behind you. Third door, open that up, and then you see the little staircase going down to the lobby. Go down to the lobby. It's just one British dude and another guy that was awake earlier because we got a beer. Mm-hmm. So he was there from like 3 hours, 4 hours ago, whatever. And it was just them. And we were just like, came down like sort of like, yo, just want to make sure everything's okay. He's like, oh yeah, false alarm, mate. No problem. Never told us what it was. Just said, yeah, false alarm. And then I was like, all right, yeah, cool. It was just cool to see some life. Good to see everything was good in the lobby. Went back upstairs, eventually fall asleep. Nothing happened. It was super obviously dramatic in my head. But that's my POV. Like, we don't have screaming alarms. They have pauses, all right? We have people around other hotels. Like, when you look out of a balcony window, you usually see other life, like people and stuff like that make you feel like everything's okay. Didn't have that. Didn't have the master lock on the door. We're in the UK. I don't know. Maybe there's skinwalkers out there. Maybe there's witches and shit. Like, I don't know. Listen, anything. It could have been anything at this point. I was ready for anything. So that's why I had my glass bottle. But that's my story. It's just super freaky. Just imagine that. Just imagine that. Because you're out of a sound sleep. And you're just, like, not expecting a fire alarm to go off. Like, who's smoking in their room or something, you know? Later on, I end up telling, like, Gymshark that happened. I'm like, oh, we got shook last night. Fire alarm went off. We're not used to, like, the nonstop beep noise. I'm like, oh, it was probably, like, a coworker coming in late or something like that, smoking out of their balcony, and maybe it leaked in, and that's all it was. Never really thought about that. But we were also concerned about carbon monoxide. We just didn't want to make sure that's what set it off, and then we wake up dead.
Like our Airbnb.
That was sketchy, too.
That was eventful Airbnb.
It was. But again, you have neighbors, you have street lights, you know where you are, you know there's a 7-Eleven 0.5 miles down the street, like, you know, like that kind of vibe. But in the UK, I don't even know what number to call. Is it 911?
I don't think so.
Exactly. And like, who's gonna get out there that fast if we're in trouble? Like, I don't know. We were like the only Americans staying there. It wasn't like, you know, there was another athlete out there in the hotel room down the hallway or something. So I was just like, damn, it's just us. No, keep going. Yeah, no, that's that story. Creepy shit, man. Werewolves or something.
Werewolves.
I don't know, bro. I was just in a daze. I was like, oh, self-defense mode, survival. What is it?
You know, you're pretty good at storytelling.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I don't think they're great stories.
Yeah, sometimes I just work up a story that's
great at storytelling.
Thank you.
Because I pictured it all in my head.
Good. No, I like to paint the picture.
Yeah.
I'm an artist at heart.
100%. That could have been a little short film.
Yeah. No, seriously, it was a mission in my head.
But it would have been cooler if you got to the lobby and like no one's there, everything's fake. Could have been like a horror film.
Bro,
someone's gonna take that idea and do it.
If CJ wasn't there with me, I would have been so much more shook. I had at least him like to remind me. Sometimes I'll have like freaky scenarios where like I don't know. I get in my head and like say like I call my girlfriend and like she's not answering. I call someone else, they don't answer, and then I'm like, am I dead right now? Like, you know, like I've had that before where I'm like, am I dead? Because like no one's answering. I don't see any like other form of life or like something to convince me that I'm alive.
Yeah.
So sometimes I like think about that. It's weird. It's kind of morbid, but
Interesting.
yeah.
Imagine that. What would you do if you were the only person left on Earth?
Well, you can't repopulate, right? You can't
Nah, like only
reproduce.
person.
That'd be so depressing, bro.
So depressing. How would you even find any sort of happiness?
I mean, I think I'd still go to the gym.
At that point, you would hop on.
Yeah, I just hop on, Yeah, dead ass. I mean,
Like
I
you
don't
still
know.
have everything. So for whatever reason, you still have electricity. You still have everything you need. The gas pumps are still going. You're just the only person, but like the world's still going. This isn't like doomsday situation. This is world's still going. You're just the only person in
last
it.
person alive.
You're technically the richest person in the world, but that doesn't matter. Money doesn't matter
Because
anymore.
nothing matters because there's no one to celebrate with. There's no one to experience this stuff with. So it really like kills.
Think about that. You can't even travel no more. Like you have to drive everywhere.
Yeah, because you can't operate a plane, right?
Unless you know how. You? No. Yeah, I don't even think you know how to work a boat.
No, I actually have gotten it. Yeah, I know how to work a boat.
Okay.
Yeah, I've
Well, then
actually
you could
done
travel a
it.
little
Boats
bit.
are pretty easy for the most part, I think.
Yeah, but then going over like the ocean.
Nah,
Anyway,
see, I
I don't know
wouldn't
what
do
I would
that.
do. Just in that situation, I hope there's still animals.
Yeah.
Find me
for
a
sure.
posse of dogs.
Oh my God, that would bring so much happiness if you could just like take care of animals and
Yeah,
have
I'm
that
thinking
kind
of
of
like
company.
I Am Legend. type
That'd help a
stuff.
lot. That'd help a lot. But if you were the last like life form, I'd probably like go off roading, do shit you can't really normally do.
Mm-hmm.
Just do shit you can't really normally do, which you could probably do in a week. Because you can't fly a plane, so you're kind of limited. So yeah, I'd do stuff like that, and then I don't know, maybe just I don't know. I don't think I'd want to live low key. It sounds kind of sad, but
Sounds very sad.
yeah, like I don't really think you'd want like you just get so bored if you had no other life. If you had no other life, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe
I would break a lot of things.
break shit. Yeah, like throw shit off of balconies.
Like
just
drive. Like I'd go on this rooftop and just like drive golf balls and see how many like windows I could
stuff
break.
like that.
You
Like
know what
stuff
I mean?
you just can't normally do.
Right. You have like free will. Ultimate free will.
I mean, I think for a while in your head, you'd still want to believe there's someone out there, so you'd probably go hunting.
True.
You know, like no one's like, it's not like an announcement from God or something. That it's like you're the final person alive. Do what you will. You know.
One person remaining.
Yeah, exactly. So there's no clarification on that. So I'd probably hunt around for a long time, looking for something, looking for signs, looking for bunkers, you know, whatever. I'd probably think I'm dead.
True.
You know, I'd probably think I'm dead myself. And then, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of sad, but like maybe I'd just try a bunch of drugs. What am I supposed to do? You know, like, why
True.
not?
I mean-
What do you have to lose?
That's a good point.
Like, I don't know. Just not to say like you should ever do drugs that are gonna fuck you up, but like we're talking about a super hypothetical.
100%.
Like I'd just try to find something. You have no life. I don't know.
I don't know what the
Sad.
hell I'd do. Yeah, I would just do dumb shit. That's
Yeah.
why I get bored of it.
You get bored quick. Got no one to laugh with. No one
true.
to look for validation. No one to hug. No one to say goodnight to. No parents. No brothers. No sisters.
But anything else happened during that trip?
I met some cool guys. New Gymshark dudes. Guy from Netherlands. Guy from Germany. Guy from London. That was super cool. We're hanging out with them. Made some new friends. Love meeting new people. Good vibes. I don't like UK food, so that's always a drag. Cause I'm picky. I'm super picky. I'm not really for like trying new things.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, we were at a dinner last night, and this dude didn't eat any. Like, they bought, I think we got every single appetizer, every finger food sent to the table, and you didn't eat anything until your meal came. He got a burger, a plain burger with cheese, right?
Stop yourself, man. I had 2 beef dumplings.
Oh, good for you.
You missed that.
That's big.
Yeah, it is big. I like dumplings. They had to pass the smell test first, but after that it was all.
That's
smooth
weird, though, because
sailing.
dumplings usually come in, like, a sauce.
Soy sauce I'm cool with.
Soy sauce, okay.
Yeah, soy sauce, teriyaki sauce, as long as it's not too thick. That's what it is. It's the consistency of the sauce that's like, but if it's cooked into the meat and stuff, like usually I'm a lot cooler with it if I like the taste.
That's crazy.
But I don't like the temperature difference.
Like, he won't eat wings that have too much sauce on it. He'll get a napkin and, like, wipe the extra sauce off.
Low key self conscious about that. You know, like I don't like having to do that to enjoy food, especially with new company. But it is what it is, you know, and I enjoy it.
That's who you are.
Yeah, it's who I am.
Be yourself, King.
Yeah, but it's annoying though because the napkins get all saucy and shit, and you kind of make a mess.
Yeah,
and it's like
it's kind of nasty.
You look like you feel like a kid. You know?
You kind of look like a kid.
Yeah, I imagine. That's why I said kind of self-conscious. But
Yeah.
hey, listen, I'm just a guy. All right, leave me alone.
Any other cool stories? This one doesn't have to be 20 minutes long.
Dude, it was worth it breaking down. I think some people got invested for something to happen and nothing happened.
No, you broke it down great.
Yeah, thank you. But cool stories. I mean, shit.
No, anything you notice? Because like I also went out of the country, so like anything you notice like different from America in the UK?
I mean, I would say there's a lot less people.
True.
A lot less people. You drive from London to Birmingham, and it's just like nature. There's not like different cities that you see and skyscrapers and stuff like that. It's not mountainous. It's very just hilly and green as shit because it rains a lot.
True.
But their bathrooms are always really clean and nice. That's one
good.
thing I know.
We're out here at Venice Beach, and you should see those public restrooms.
You don't want to. I'll tell you what, might get you shook.
I feel bad for the women that would have to try to use that.
Seriously, honestly, I got scared in there. It's like dark. You feel like it's honestly worse than a porta potty.
It's like, yeah, I definitely caught an STD using that.
You could probably catch a disease.
Just don't sit on the seats.
I know.
Because I was telling Luke, I was like, low key, if I was homeless, I think I would come here. Because you have restrooms, they had a water fountain, and then a lot of people are walking up and down. So you can either probably find something to sell or beg. Yeah, not bad for the homeless.
Yeah, because you got a lot of tourists too.
And then the beach, you know what I mean? It's like it's not the best thing getting sand everywhere. So that's so annoying.
Yeah.
But low key, if you sleep on the beach, it's not awfully uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, of course. It's good padding on the back. You could probably like form the sand, become like a comfortable bed. You ever done that? Like
I have. Like you kind of dig it, almost like a little couch, like a back support.
There you
almost
go.
like a little pillow.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, you do that, and you put the towel over it.
You ever built sandcastles? What was your thing at the beach? Because I was so good at digging holes. I'd build the biggest hole in the beach. Everybody, like from a mile down the beach, they would hear about it and come check out my hole. That's how big it was.
Yeah.
But like, hey, I heard a dude's building a massive hole down there. And you know dudes, they're like, shit, we got to check that out.
Yeah.
And they'll just come, take a glance at it, and be like, hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And that's it. They just keep pushing.
Yeah, no, I was never a super deep hole digger, but like, that sounds weird. But I loved making barriers in front of the water, like, you know,
trenches.
Like trenches.
The water comes up and it runs.
You kind of want to build like a little castle and see if it could withstand the waves coming in and shit.
Yeah,
that was always fun. It was almost like a little game too.
True.
That's fun. Sandcastles for sure as a kid. Grew up in Jersey, so we hit the Jersey Shore. We hit that up during the summer times. Love doing shit like that. But never was a super hole digger, man.
Really?
Yeah. I'd dig one, but not enough for like to fit my body in it. Which isn't always the best thing. I've seen a lot of people die from that.
Could collapse.
It's not about collapsing, but I think you can get like diseases and stuff because people put nasty shit in the sand. And like if you're like submerged in sand, like I've heard people that like got some like bacteria, brain-eating viruses from that shit.
Right. I never liked being like how people get buried in the sand. I don't like that.
No, that's sketchy.
But like digging holes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Burying yourself in the sand.
Dude, you ever seen the shit where like, I don't know how they do it, but they dig a trench and then there's like standing water that comes in, and then they basically like create a surf.
Yes, you're talking about like people that connected like two different bodies of water.
Essentially, but like it's such flowing water that it creates like a surfing spot for them.
That's, I'm pretty sure, super frowned upon.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah,
it
like
definitely hurts the
ecosystem. Yeah, because it's like one could be fresh water, and if you're connecting to an ocean, that's salt water, and you're gonna probably kill everything in the fresh water. Everything that was living in there is bye. Yeah, I've seen that, and it's cool, but people are inconsiderate of the other organisms and animals that live upon us.
Now you're not supposed to. You ever seen like baby sea turtles?
Yeah.
Now you're not supposed to like mess with nature, but you see a big crab taking advantage of a little baby sea turtle, try to make its way to the ocean, try to join his mom.
Yeah.
You stopping that crab?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you're not supposed to interfere with like
Fuck
natural selection, but
Imagine.
if I saw a little baby sea turtle getting, yeah, no, right?
You get arrested. Your mugshot is like, what you're in for? Save the turtle.
Yeah. No, like, That's what's up, man. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're gonna be my bitch.
Yeah,
in here.
fuck. Go, like, actually get locked up.
He murdered someone. I saved the turtle. I'm cooked.
There's no way.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're not supposed to interfere with like natural selection and shit like that, apparently.
Speaking
Which
of
makes
jail,
sense.
you think you would last in jail? I feel like we're way too handsome.
Dude, I mean, yeah, we wouldn't.
What you doing though? You letting people take advantage of you, or you like, you gonna fend for yourself? You gonna stab somebody?
Oh, dude, I'm getting primal.
Get a primo?
Yeah, I'm getting primal. Someone actually was gonna try to fucking like, do the dirty.
Grape?
I'll fucking bite them.
Yeah.
I'll take a fucking chunk of their skin out.
I'll take your eyeball out, dog.
No one's going out without a fight.
I think I'll like go for like if I'm in jail for whatever reason I'm in there. It's like I'm gonna kill or be killed.
Yeah, exactly. I'd rather be killed than be taken advantage of and shit.
Obviously, I don't want to get to that point.
No,
But you're not gonna have your way with me.
I don't think I'm just gonna let it slide. No.
I don't know. I don't know how jail works, to be honest. But
I mean, that's just what we're saying on the outside.
I've been watching
it's
Prison
a lot
Break.
different when you're in there and you want to survive because,
Because I'm like juiced up on like jail right now because I'm watching Prison Break.
Oh,
Very good.
Yeah?
You'd enjoy it.
yeah, I would.
I think so.
It's a show or like,
It's a show, TV series.
but is it like real people in prison? One of
Yeah.
those? Oh, it's like a show.
It's a show.
Is it good?
It's fictional.
It's fictional, but like
Yeah.
there's good actors and it's a really good like
Very good actors.
depiction of like what it would be like.
100%.
You think?
Some stuff is far-fetched, like any TV show.
Dramatic, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not
100%.
like it doesn't like kind of kill the mood though, type thing. Where it's like, okay, that's stupid.
No.
Okay.
No. It's like realistic, but it's like, the chances of that happens a little far-fetched.
Right. Nah,
Right.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Maybe I check it out. I like jail shows.
Check it out.
I used to watch a lot.
You're
of
not
jail
going to
shows.
check it out because, you know what? I recommend a lot of good shows, and you don't watch any of it. Have you watched Breaking Bad?
No.
There you go. Have you watched Dexter?
No.
There you go. Have you watched The Office?
No.
Fuck you, Luke.
I know.
Dude, those are like
they already-
4 of the best shows ever created, I would say. And you're not cultured.
I don't like to feel like
I have sick
behind.
references,
I know. I get it.
and you don't get most of it.
You just want me to watch The Office so I get your references
100%.
and I give you daps on the reference.
No, I really want you to watch it. If there was one show to watch, it'd be The Office.
Yeah. I'll dabble in it. I
you
know
won't.
it's tough.
Don't
It's
say
tough.
that.
I
Don't
know.
lie to me.
Okay. Maybe one day we'll put it on.
Yeah.
What's it on?
That's what I got to do because like I feel like every time we travel, if we're staying with each other for long enough, there's like a show we watch while we're there.
Yeah.
Like one time in Florida, I was like that Shane Gillis show came out, so I think we watched Tires. Like binged the season. One time, it was Victorious or some shit.
Yeah.
One time we just started Temptation Island one time.
Yes. That was good. You finished that?
No.
Temptation
No, I ended up seeing all the spoilers on TikTok.
Temptation Island. What the hell happened? That was a ridiculous show.
Ridiculous concepts.
Yes. And like what they had each other like.
Yeah. So Temptation Island,
fucked up.
essentially, it's like 4 couples went onto this island, and then they have like 12 single women and 12 single men. And then the couples split up, and so the 4 women go to a house with 12 dudes. Crazy concept.
Mm-hmm.
And the men go with the women, and it's basically like you win if you don't cheat.
It's super shitty, and like they got alcohol in the mix, which is like they're
Okay.
asking for drama.
of
Obviously,
course. Oh, yeah.
They want people to flop. It's obviously for the.
I'm pretty sure the show did great.
I'd imagine it's absolutely ridiculous and absurd, but that's what makes a great show. And they have to keep upping the ante now because like they already had goated shows
Yeah.
that are ridiculous, so
But-
they just keep making them more and more crazy.
I don't know if it was the first season or what, but like the one I watched, the one that just came out, the most recent one, the U.S. one, they picked the 4 stupidest couples I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Meaning,
I mean, you
like,
shouldn't end up on that show to begin
maybe
with.
it was more on the guy side, but the 4 guys were they folded instantly. I mean,
Yeah.
it was ridiculous how fast they folded.
Yeah, and they were butthurt when they found out their like girls were like the girls did good. The girls actually were like taking the show serious and actually just talking with the guys and stuff like that. And the guys were just easy pickings. But the guys versus the girls that came in were also different. Like the guys were respectful of the females rather than the girls were kind of like trying to egg them on. The girls were like actually trying to be the like temptation rather than playing it more like let's like maybe try to save your relationship.
Right.
They did not. They were like, we're gonna ruin this. So
100%.
maybe they went in with 2 different goals. I don't know what the producers tell them to do and say whatever, but it's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
You shouldn't end up on that show to begin with. But there was some survivors.
I think one couple survived.
Yeah.
Well, two couples. One, oh God. This guy literally had a threesome with two other girls.
Yep.
His girlfriend stayed with him.
He gaslit the hell out of her. He gaslit the hell out of her for that, too.
That was
interesting.
shitty.
Yeah.
Very interesting concept. You think you fold?
But I would never fucking go on that show.
You end up on the show somehow.
No, I don't think so.
You folding?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm too grown.
It's like
a lot
it's
of them are
hard-
young. A lot of
I
them are
don't-
young, and like a lot of people want to go on these TV shows too to like be famous.
Yeah.
And to get a following.
I just
and all
don't
that
get
stuff.
how you can't be self-aware. You know cameras are on you 24/7.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it's a consistent reminder of like, you're like, this
Facts.
is bad.
If there was no cameras, that's one thing.
Yeah, it's obviously different
It's
when
like,
it comes to
yeah,
like,
you should still like remain faithful, but still, when there's cameras on you, how
how
so
dumb
stupid.
are you?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
How dumb are you? Like, you know how I know how people are and I know how people can be, but like, come on, man, come on, bro, really? You know, there was like moments where like they were actually hesitating too, like looking around trying to find cameras. They're all up to no good, man. I'm like, bro, dude. Like that's gonna be on the internet forever.
Yeah, bro.
You looking like a dirtbag. You're gonna have kids one day. They're gonna see you acting a damn fool.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing to look up to. It's not a good role model.
You say the wrong thing, that's getting clipped.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a question for you. Kind of speaking about natural selection earlier. Not natural selection, but like with the sea turtle thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is maybe a common question, but there's a train headed to kill 5 people, but you could change the course and have it kill 1 person instead. What you picking? Now it's already destined for 5 people. You gonna kill that 1 person? Like, are you messing?
That's tough, man. I mean, I see what it is. It's like they're gonna die, but you kind of made the choice to have it kill 1 person rather than 5. I think.
You know what? I like this more. How about if it's already headed for 1 person, but that 1 person is a loved one of yours, but you could change it and kill 5 innocent people?
I'm changing that shit.
I hate to say it. I think it's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, right?
Oh, that's so shitty.
Dude,
so
if it's a loved one, like, I'm sorry, yo. Like, if I have the choice, you think I'm really just going to be like, nah, mom, you're gotta go because it was going to get you. But if I had the rail transfer directional thing in my hand, it would be emotional. Like, I think it'd be emotional. Like, I don't think
100%.
I'd do that shit, like, easy.
100%.
Yo, come here, mom. I saved you.
Mom is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Come on now. But I'm saying, okay, what about like someone you went to high school with?
Oh.
They were a great person.
Yeah.
You didn't talk to them like that frequently. You didn't really keep up with them, after high school, but you know them. And you kind of know, like, they have a good family.
I know.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But, like, you don't, like, love them, but, like, they're a good person. But you know them.
At that point, I mean, I'm going to save the majority of people if I can.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, he lent you that pencil that one time, and that's how you repay him?
It's not how I pay him. It's just it's just where, like, I feel like where my brain and my heart is steering is, like, bro, get out of the fucking way, man. Like, please, just get up and go. Like, I don't know if you
Oh, no, they're tied. They're tied. They're in there.
Yeah, but all those 5 people all have families, maybe have kids. And this kid I went to high school with probably didn't even have a family yet, like, didn't of his own, rather than, like, just his mom, dad.
That's pretty
whatever,
messed up, because me, personally, I would just stop the train.
Dickhead, that was not an option.
I would stiff arm the train.
Yeah.
And it would, like, flip from the back, do a front flip, and it would land perfectly right in front of the 5 people.
That's insane, man.
Yeah.
If I could do that was an option, I would. I would just save everybody. Just so you guys know. But that's where my head's going. Like, at that point, realistically, if those are my only 2 options, I'm saving the majority of people, I think. Mm-hmm. If I can. If that's, like, my choice. Like, all right, Luke, make your choice. This train's coming in hot.
I agree with you.
I
agree with you.
But a loved one's different.
Yeah,
if it's if it's my brother, my mom, my sister, shit. Nah, man.
Oh, that's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, I think so.
Another hypothetical situation, okay? You have a girlfriend.
Yes.
And If you had to walk in a room, let's say it's like 50 girls, 50 women in a room. They can't talk. You can't, ask them questions or anything. How do you find who's your girlfriend? How do you find her?
Is there a right answer?
You're blindfolded. Like you can't see them, obviously.
Bro, I mean, you can't talk?
Nope.
They can't talk? Smelling them.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I'm going to smell her.
You know her scent?
Yeah. Like, I would know her scent versus, like, other girls and, like, other perfumes and stuff like that.
Musky, that's you.
Yeah. And I know her height and stuff. I know her, like, dude, I've known her for so long that I could probably feel her body. I mean, I wouldn't go around. That wouldn't be my first go. That wouldn't be my first go. That's not my first go. But, like, if I was smelling her, right? If I was smelling, I'm like, oh, it smells like her, right?
You're going to feel other girls' bodies?
No, stop.
These breasts are a little too big.
Nah, wow. I'm like, hey. Definitely not hers. A couple more grabs. Nah. Yo, chill. Chill. I'm saying, like, sniff test first. I could probably scent her. And then I could base it off her height, like in her head, her hair, texture of her hair. She doesn't have curly hair. I know she has like, super straight, flat hair. And then I'm grabbing them cheeks. I could probably tell. I don't really know. I don't know.
That's good though.
You know what I mean? Like, that's where I would go first. Sniff, height, and then I'm blind, so I'd have to feel around.
I think the smell.
I wouldn't go for the private parts, but I could base
course.
it off her like just proportions and stuff like that. I think I'd be able to spot her.
I think the smell was the right answer.
Yeah, that's the first. Yeah,
and
exactly.
Then you could kind of see by height and stuff like that. That's good. Okay, you kind of passed.
We got other senses
besides filling up on her body.
Like, all right, look.
Whoa.
That's crazy. No, I would not.
Hella ass. Okay,
like,
I don't.
It's not her. I'm like, that's a little too caked up. Nah.
That's a BBL.
I'm like, yep, that's fake. Implants. Yeah, no. That's what else would you do? Seriously.
No, that's good. That's the right answer.
Yeah.
There's no right answer, but yeah.
Like everyone's wearing the same perfume. Your senses are just shot. You have to base it off her height first, and that's tough. I mean, especially if they're like all similar. You never know what they're wearing, or they're all barefoot. There's a lot of variables, but that'd be tough. But I'm gonna find you. I'll find her. I'm
gonna find you in every lifetime. Yeah. Threat.
Yeah.
Threat, by the way. Think of a hypothetical for me, man. Oh no, making you think.
You didn't think of your own hypotheticals, don't get you?
You know what's crazy?
What?
We talked about you, and I went out the country too.
You did go out of the country.
Yeah, you didn't even ask about it.
You want to talk about it?
Nah, let's talk more about you. Let's make this all about you.
No.
Let's call this Thinking with Luke.
Thinking with Luke. And that's it, guys.
You know what I kind of realized the other day? Is that Luke is funnier than me, but a lot of it is unintentional. You're just unintentionally funny.
Thank you. Do you think a lot of other people think that too?
Think that about you?
Yeah.
I think you're unintentionally funny, yeah.
Thanks. It's goofy, though.
Yeah, it's goofy.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you just say goofy shit. And, like, because, I don't know, when I was watching Table Talk, how much goofy shit you say? I was just, cracking up the whole time.
Thanks. Well, I'm aware of when I'm aware when I'm kind of being goofy, though. I know it's, I know it could be funny. It's not super, I'm not, super unaware of what I'm doing.
No, you're not too much.
But I'm having fun. But that's me having fun, though. Just, stupid little comments and stuff like that. It's just, I'm having fun at the same time. Just goofing around. Stupid shit. I guess I get that from, I don't know who I get that shit from. My parents are a little goofy deep down.
Are they?
Yeah. But thank you, though. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
He doesn't usually compliment me too much, so that gets big boom.
What did I say about that? Damn it, you ruined it. Yeah, you're not funny no more.
You do the clap shit. You do the I guess it's your own thing. I stole it from Big AJ.
I have four things.
Yeah.
It's pondering. Wow. Shit, what's my other thing? Shit.
The cracking of the can.
Damn it, I was saying it yesterday.
Do you mind if
I ponder while I have a sparkling on me, doing a ghost opening. There's one more thing I do. Oh, with my hell of a clap.
Yeah. I said
it.
that. Yeah. You have your clap thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
What's your thing? Besides the pec tear. That can't be your thing.
That's not really my thing.
No, sorry. It is your thing. But, no, it's your thing.
Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, it happened, so...
You're welcome for it, by the way.
Yeah, you brought it to life.
Because
people
I was
think I want to milk it. I just do it to be funny.
At this point, you should milk it. But I didn't think you were milking it enough. Now you can use it to your advantage.
Could. I don't know. I don't want to be annoying with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's that funny.
No, it's
People
just
think
it's
that
just
funny. Yeah, it's just a meme.
I don't think what I do is funny. Like the ghost opening's annoying. Pondering's not really that funny. Hell of a clap could be cringe. It's just like if you do it enough, you make it your thing. People catch on.
Fair enough.
Not saying like people like catch on the mind. People do be sending me like their ghost openings. Like I can't drink a ghost without doing it. I'm like, hell yeah.
You're hypnotizing people. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
The clap brings attention. The thing,
100%.
it's ticking in their head.
Hell of a clap's a good attention grabber.
No, I get it. It's all good shit. Good stuff, man. Good for you. But let's talk about your trip. I meant to ask you.
Any Hoosers? Yeah, I went to Ibiza.
How was it?
It was sick. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Running from the beginning, I heard you had some plane troubles, though. You were traveling for like
Oh,
damn
shit,
day.
man.
You were traveling for like damn day.
Getting to Ibiza was a bitch, I'll be honest. So it was supposed to be 3 flights. I was supposed to go to Chicago, layover, go to London, layover, and then Ibiza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But this is stupid. This is what pisses me off about airplanes. Or I'm sorry, like
Airports.
the airlines.
Airlines.
My connecting flight in Chicago was like, it was supposed to board as soon as I landed. And you know, boarding, you have what, 30 minutes?
Yes,
Once
maybe.
they start boarding. So
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that's kind of close. I was already kind of like kind of wary about it. And then my first flight out of New Orleans to Chicago got delayed like 25 minutes. And so I was like, now I'm cooked. Now I'm literally going to have to run.
Yeah.
And then we landed. Longest airstrip I've ever been to in my life.
Damn.
Was it Chicago? No, I'm sorry. Charlotte.
Wait, okay, so you didn't go to Chicago. You went to Charlotte.
Yeah, I didn't go to Chicago. Sorry.
Okay.
Charlotte. On the way back, I went to Chicago. Charlotte had the longest land trip I've ever seen. Meaning, like, we landed so far away from the actual airport.
Right.
Like, it was a mile.
Yeah.
I was like, this is so convenient. I'm shaking my leg.
Yep.
We're trying to get off. And then by the time we docked, they had to wait a little while, of course.
Yep.
My shit was already done.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even a point for me
Like you
to
saw the
run.
boarding. It was boarding now on your app and shit.
Yeah, it was
You're
like
just sick.
Yeah, it was like I should have even tried, but like I power walked. There was no point in running because like my shit was already closed. I was like, maybe there's a delay in that plane, and I get there, it's closed. So I had to fouiller with that. I still got to London, but they were gonna pay for everything, but they were trying to send me there because I was supposed to get Ibiza like 5 p.m.
Yeah.
They were trying to get me to Ibiza like 10 a.m., 12 a.m. or like noon the next day. I was like, I'm missing a whole 12 hour. Hell no.
Yeah.
And so they sent me to London to Palma. It's an island by Ibiza.
So
and I had to buy my flight from Palma to Ibiza.
How much was that?
100.
Oh, well, that's nothing. Okay.
No, it's nothing. But they could have got me there, but it'd been the next day. It was like, no, I'm getting there tonight.
So you went to Charlotte and then you missed the flight and you just got a new flight right away?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty clutch though.
I mean, they had to.
Yeah.
They're the reason I missed it.
Yeah.
Like that airlines, I couldn't do nothing. It was literally zero fault on me.
I mean, there's not necessarily going to be another plane that day going out, so you kind of lucked out, no?
I forgot the name of the person who helped me, but she was so sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's rare. You don't always run into like sweet people at the airports.
Yeah.
Usually they're just like
That's true. And like, cause like the woman next to her was like bitching out with like another customer. Anyway, she was very sweet. And
Exactly.
so I get to Palma. Guess what? My bags never left London. And so I'm like, I'm annoyed about that.
Bro, I'd be sick.
Yeah. So like, cause like you could track your bags. I'm like, okay, so I'm not gonna have my bags. Like everything that I need.
Yeah.
Everything that I need. Cause I brought my big carry-on, which was everything I needed, and then I had my big checked bag, and then I had a carry-on, which I could have carried it on, but I checked it just so I was hands-free, because my backpack I also just used as a carry-on and put it up there so I don't have to put it between my feet. Anyway, I had 2 bags that were going to be missing. And then I get all the way to Ibiza. This is like 10, 11 p.m. And I'm talking to the guy making a claim for my lost bags. And then he's like, yeah, I'm gonna file the claim. Just go make sure like they didn't come. I was like I'm pissed off at this point.
Yeah.
There's just like an awful 24, 30 hours
Yeah,
of
you probably
having,
had awful sleep too, I'm guessing.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I just can't sleep on planes. I can't get comfortable.
Yeah.
And then I'm walking the check bag. I'm like, they're not going to freaking be here. And then there was one bag in the middle of like the conveyor belts. I was like, freaking idiot. Somebody left their bag. And then I'm walking by and I look closer. I'm like, oh shit. That's my checked bag.
So it was there.
Yeah, it was my big one.
Okay.
But my carry-on, like with my GoPro stuff like that, that got sent to the hotel like 2 days later.
Damn.
So that's like whatever. But
you got
everything that I needed was in my check bag.
So you did get
I
that.
did get it eventually.
Oof. See, when I travel, I always have my carry-on. I bring that with me in my big backpack. I put all my toiletries, my spare contacts, my glasses, all the important like little tiny things you wouldn't think of. I always keep that on me. Because like I have contacts and shit. And
What?
if I need to
Everything
change
that
them
I
and whatever.
absolutely need. Like I would have survived without that stuff.
Yeah.
But I can't lose my camera, my laptop,
Right.
all that. So like I always keep that in my backpack.
Yeah, same.
But
Well, actually, no.
yeah, but we got there. We had an event where it was an obstacle course. There's a castle in Ibiza. This is like, it all looks cool because like you could tell this shit was built like centuries ago. You know what I mean? And we basically did an obstacle course. And I don't know if you see my YouTube video. Sarah Sephora invited me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so me and her had a competition where we were basically essentially a mile uphill, and in the middle of it was like Ninja Warrior style obstacles. So it was like an obstacle course in the middle of it.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was straight uphill, so it was pretty brutal.
It was hard.
It was fun as hell.
It was fun.
Yeah, I would say it was hard.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that hard. Like we finished it in like 14 minutes.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like this crazy marathon
Yeah,
type
no,
thing.
it's like I was thinking of it like compared to, it's just like a hard hit.
Because you're sprinting, kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, not straight up running, but like you're
Just
going
like
fast
a
as you can.
kind of like a
intense.
constant workout.
Uh-huh.
Like, because I was thinking of like a high rocks competition. High rocks, like you're doing it straight for like an hour. People finish.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that tough, but I mean, Ibiza was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, they had paddleboarding. We did ATV in there. That's what I was
Nice.
talking about earlier. But just the views were insane, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely
That's your first
beautiful.
time there, right?
Yeah, but that's also like how I'm talking about. I'm childish. Like at the top of the castle was beautiful views. I was like, I'd love to climb or like jump off this into the water.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, adrenaline junkie.
What's that?
Would you ever do one of those fucking flying squirrel shoots? You ever seen those guys with the flying squirrel suits that
that's
jump off and fucking glide through like?
I
mountains
know
and
exactly what
stuff?
you're talking about. That's a bit ballsy
I mean, hell yeah, bro. I mean,
because I'm not experienced with it. Would I do it? Yeah. I have to have some sort of training though.
how do you train for that?
I don't know.
You know, how do you train for that shit?
I don't know. Would you bungee jump?
Nah, I don't know. Bungee jumping's sketchy.
What about over water?
Yeah.
I feel like over water is a little bit more,
Yes.
less nerve wracking.
Mm-hmm. I would. I'll get if it was like a legit place,
Yeah.
with safety protocols, like not somewhere in like a third world country.
Mm-hmm.
Like no, I've heard about those shit snapping, and like that's good enough for me. But I would if it was over water, yeah, and it was like a legit spot. I would. I think. I don't know. Letting yourself just jump is scary. It's tough to do. But I don't know. Yeah, would you? Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Right?
Over water, I'd feel a lot better.
Yeah. Because if not, you're just really relying on that fucking bungee cord. That thing snaps, you're done.
What's next for you?
For me?
Yeah.
I mean, I have things going on that I can't say, but we have a cool little golf thing.
Okay, big secret. What's going
It's
on?
just Gymshark stuff that I can't say
gotcha.
yet because this podcast will probably be out before that, and got some cool things coming, guys. Keep an eye out on my socials because I'll be posting about it and stuff like that.
I don't know if we can talk about the golf thing yet either.
Oh, we can't.
I don't know, but it has.
So we have so many things going on, but we just can't talk about.
Because that's next week, no?
It is. It's like a week from now.
Yeah. We'll talk about it once it happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Because after that trip, we're going straight to LA, and me and Luke will be together for like 2 weeks, and we're hoping to bust out at least a month's worth of content, at least.
That's a month's worth of content's what, 4?
4 weeks.
Yeah.
So like 4 vlogs, 4 pods.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the minimum we should get.
Yeah, minimal.
So we should be stocked up for you guys.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of travel coming up. What else? Well, I don't know. Oh, I'm going to EDC. That's like the only thing I think I got planned.
That's exciting.
That is exciting.
And I've always been an EDM guy, so I'm a little butthurt I wasn't invited.
Yeah.
CJ, I was talking to CJ
You could have
yesterday.
worked your way into it.
Yeah, I think I could have, but like now knowing it's right after our LA trip, I might want to I'm okay.
Oh, it's going to be hectic for me.
Yeah, you're gonna be freaking pooped.
Yeah, because
And
we're going.
it's high energy there, man. It's gonna be.
We're going South Carolina to LA. I think I'm going straight to Vegas.
What are you going to Vegas for?
Oh my God.
Could you not talk about it?
EDC.
Oh yeah, duh. yeah. No, that's a lot, man. At least it's a short flight.
Yeah, no.
It's not like
the flight's
whole.
nothing.
Yeah, flight's nothing.
Yeah,
It'd be easy.
could even drive there if I wanted to.
Yeah. I always kind of wanted to do that because, like, in The Hangover, they drove to Vegas.
Yeah.
That seems like a fun road trip.
I like road trips.
Yeah, I do too.
Just like 24 hours, man.
24-hour road trip?
Yeah, 24-hour road trips like much. I'm saying like I like road trips if like I'm gonna get there that day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I could do like 15 hours, 14 hours, something like that's good.
Yeah.
I used to drive. South Carolina to Jersey's 11.
Really?
I used to do that in one shot. Just stop for gas, stop for food really quick, and do that. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But I like it though, cause it's kind of like therapeutic though, cause all you're thinking about is your destination. You're not thinking about any other worries. You're just thinking about like just being safe on the road and getting to where you need to get. So it's kind of peaceful. You know, play your favorite music, listen to some podcasts. It's just you and the road. It's nice.
I'll be watching YouTube videos.
You be watching YouTube videos?
Mm-hmm.
Of what?
Anything, whatever I want to watch.
Oh, okay. You want to talk about that or not?
No, like I always throw on YouTube.
Speaking of what are we at?
Like an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We can wrap it up soon.
Yeah.
But speaking of like survival and stuff like that, we were talking about a podcast about like being on a deserted island and stuff like that. Would you survive? And my brother Jake was watching this, and we're on our way to dinner. I was in South Carolina a couple days ago, and I got to hang out with my family for a little bit.
Nice.
And he was like, "You had a really good point." He's like, "We'd be screwed because we have contacts in, and if we're out there for like past 24 hours, like eventually they're gonna dry up, and then we're useless." So my dad and my mom both have gotten LASIK eye surgery like a decade plus ago. And they were like, "You really should do it."
They're good?
Yeah.
Like
my
their
dad
eyes work fine?
loves it. He used to brag about how he could see like an eagle. He'd just brag. He'd be like, "Oh, I could see you all the way over there," and brag about it as if he had better vision than the next guy that had LASIK surgery. I'm like, yeah, well,
like it made him superhuman.
Yes, exactly. That's where I get I don't know. That's where I get some of that personality from.
Like, can you read that number on that green building right there?
Well, I have contacts in.
Can you read it?
Honestly, it's kind of blurry. I mean, 310 maybe, 483. I'm trying to guess fast. 3700. How much clearer could you see that?
Close.
You could see it like super clear.
Yeah, 310-438-710.
Oh, I think I'm due for an eye exam.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that's the thing. So I think not super interesting, but I think I might get LASIK surgery when I get a brief like week or two for recovery, and I don't have to travel or anything. I could take off from the gym and stuff, and just
might as well. I mean, you got veneers, a hair transplant, so why don't you just do the eyes?
All natty, baby.
What did you do to your face the other day?
Oh, I got a facial.
Yeah.
It was.
You're big on facials, huh?
No, man. It was like a professional facial to make you look pretty.
Professional? Wow, I didn't even know they did it that good.
Yeah, they just fucking. Let me not even
5 professionals worked on my face.
Yeah, no, it was a woman.
Okay, all right.
She gave me a facial, and it was like she like peeled like the dead skin off, and then used this like super cold like.
She got all those blackheads off your nose.
Probably. What are you trying to say, bro? I have
Everybody,
dirty skin, I have a dirty face.
No, everybody has blackheads.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it was like to scrape the dead skin, and then she took some like cooling thing. Because my face is like red, and I think that's because of like lifting, to be honest.
Right.
But yeah, it just like helps like clear up your skin a little bit, make you look a little. Gotta stay youthful.
I dabble in some mud mask every once in a while.
Exactly.
No.
It was like a $200 facial, bro. It was like expensive. It was like a nicer town. Like
you had to pay for it?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
What, do you think I'd hit them up?
No, I'm surprised you didn't use your clout.
I don't ever really consider that sometimes. I kind of forget that like I have some followers. Maybe they'll cut me a deal or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't function like that.
I had a company reach out to me for a hair transplant. Turkey.
Really?
The turkey people.
Why?
Yeah, like post about it and you get a free hair transplant.
Would you get a hair transplant?
If it really came down to it, if it was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I've just heard like the whole process of that's a bitch though. You have to like sleep sitting up. You can't let anything get in your hair because all the follicles and shit like that are sensitive, and if something touches it, it could fuck up the growth of the hair. Right. That would sketch me. But it'd be a miserable process, but it'd be worth it, you know.
Right. I would like to not go that route. Both of my brothers are balding and my dad, but I'm on minoxidil already. They never took preventive stuff.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you took some preventive and you think it's helping?
It's still early on. I mean, I think I'm still in the shedding phase.
You think you're losing hair
when,
right now?
When you start it, like you have a shedding phase,
Oh.
and then it starts growing.
Huh, interesting.
Right.
Okay.
But like, the dermatologist told me like I'm not cooked. He was like, "Oh, your hairline's not bad."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I never see your hairline, so I don't really know, to be honest.
Well, a lot of people think it's because my hairline is absolutely cooked. It's just that I got a massive forehead, man.
Yeah, you think?
I don't know, because you know how some people like I feel like you kind of have it a little bit,
Yeah.
but like the orbital bone, so it's almost like a dent in my head.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just don't like my forehead.
Huh. I don't think you have a bad forehead.
I don't. No, I'm sorry. It's not that I have a bad forehead. It's that my fucking cowlick.
Yeah. Well,
But sooner or later, I gotta get rid of this fucking haircut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
And so I'm gonna try a slick back look eventually.
Oh,
I
shit.
keep saying I'm gonna do it.
You should do it.
It's like a split, because like I have a natural cowlick, so it already kind of does it, but it kind of fucks up, like because it's uneven. Right.
Yeah, I get it. Cowlicks suck. I have one too. Sometimes it pops and it makes it look like there's a slight bald spot here, but I don't have a bald spot. It's
Oh,
just my cowlick.
also, I've talked about this before. My score on the back of my head from
Yeah.
birth, because they tried vacuuming me out, so it cost me a score. I'm getting that fixed.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So when I went to the dermatologist, he was like, "Is that a score?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You ever thought about getting fixed?" I was like, "I didn't know that was a thing."
No,
He's
dude.
like, "Yeah, we just cut it out and then sew it up."
Dude, we're in the future.
I know.
That is
I was
so
like,
awesome.
He made it seem so casual. I was like, "Okay, let's do it." He's like, "So it's scheduled."
Yeah, it's like 15 grand.
Yeah.
but-
Also, another thing. So we're just talking about procedures I got. The last thing, the sty really never healed.
I know. Okay.
I don't know if you guys. I think I was wearing glasses maybe one podcast, or I was wearing my hat forward, but I had awful sty and it never like fully healed. Like I guess there's still a little. Anyway, like some days it would just be really red. Makes my eyes red. I hate it. And so now I got to get it cut out. Like to fully get rid of it.
Yeah. It's just gonna keep coming back.
Right. I actually had it scheduled, but then they were like, you could also like we could do like steroid shots.
Yeah.
And we did that, and it like went away, and then it came back. So we're gonna cut it out.
What's that looking like? It's like surgery?
It's a little procedure. They
a
don't
little
put me
procedure.
under or anything.
So how'd they cut it out?
I don't know.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
You gonna be awake?
Yeah. I think so.
I mean, again, we're in the future now. I think it'll probably be a clean cut. Maybe you'll wear you're gonna have to wear an eye patch or something, or
No, I don't think so.
No?
I think they're going under the skin, so I don't think like the score is gonna be visible.
Yeah.
Because if it's gonna leave a score, then there's no point in getting rid of it. Just leave it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, the scar's not the worst thing. Sometimes scars look cool. I got my pec tendon scar because I tore my pec.
Okay.
Yeah, you know about that?
I knew that was coming.
Ooh, and actually, if you ever wonder too, I have a scar on my eyebrow because I was riding a bike on my shitty ass sidewalk as a kid, and you know, like the sidewalks back in the day used to have like big craters, man. Like it would go from like flat, like the surface is flat, and then the sidewalk would come up here. So I hit it, flipped over my handlebars, and scraped my eyebrow.
Classic.
Fucking blood everywhere. I was screaming and shit. I remember that like it was yesterday. Sucked.
Also, I actually have one more scar. You ever notice like my hyperpigmentation on my neck? Did I ever talk about that?
Bro,
I don't think I
no.
have. Anyway, I got like hyperpigmentation. It's a rope burn. I think most people, if they do notice it, they just think it's a birthmark.
No, I've never noticed the scar on your neck.
Can you see how it's like a little darker? Like this little thing right here.
Bro, I'm telling you, I've never.
Anyway-
good
anyway.
shit. It's good. It's good.
But when I was younger, I was riding a bike, and my neighbor and my brother were holding a rope as a finish line, and I was on my bike, and they didn't let go of it. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, they didn't let go of it. But my neighbor, when it was on my neck, pulled it. So it
hoping it
came
would
like
rip?
all the way around. That was maybe, I don't know, I was young, so maybe it just hurt more, like the worst pain ever.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a
traumatizing, coming
deep
out your neck
rope
like that.
burn. I remember going like stick my like whole top of my half in the pool, and it was just burning, which was probably stupid. But anyway, I was
Yeah, you're
young,
not supposed to do that, I don't
and
think.
then like it scabbed up. I remember it was a disgusting scab. I think I have a basketball picture where I had to take like photos, like holding the basketball, and I had it.
Oof.
But anyway, so like there's a little hyperpigmentation because it's a rope burn.
Yeah.
But that's like the one score I could think of. Last one, so we can wrap it up. I feel like I'm just yapping. But I took one of those long like fluorescent light bulbs, like the people that put on their roofs. I took it over the back. And so I have a little score right here. Which one is it?
Nice.
It's this one right here. Can you see it?
Yeah. Oh, I see it a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that was stupid. I lost What's the Odds, and my buddy did a baseball swing with the light bulb over my back.
God, not a
First
good
time I
idea.
made World Store.
Really?
Yeah, I made World Store.
You gotta send me that later.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I don't think.
Made $50 though. Sick.
Nice, bro.
Dude, in college, so sick.
Yeah, no,
They're like,
seriously.
we're gonna give you $50 for this. I'm like, oh, okay.
They
I'm like,
knew
I'm
they were
rich.
ripping you, man. That's fucked.
Oh yeah.
But that's funny. Yeah, I mean, this is not me, and we can wrap it up. But like talking about scars and just like shitty, weird things that happened as a kid. My younger brother Jake. You met him. People probably know him. He was standing on one of those like pool chairs. You know those white pool chairs that have like the opening in the back? Like a classic old school like white like outdoor chair. It's like plastic and there's like an opening before the back support.
Yeah, okay. I know what you're talking
He
about.
was standing on one of those, and I'll remember this. I was inside, and he was outside standing on one of those. His legs slipped in between it, and it scraped the whole bottom of his hamstrings like skin off. And I just remember hearing him fucking scream bloody murder like he died or like he was dying or something like that.
Fuck.
It was I remember just seeing it for a glimpse like on our outdoor deck because it was like summertime and we had a sliding glass door connected to our kitchen. I remember looking and seeing it, and it was just like it was like straight out of a movie and looked nasty as shit. But as a kid, you get fucked up. That's good though. It's good for character development.
It's good for stories.
It's good for stories. I'm telling the story. He's never told it. I don't even know if he remembers it that well, but yeah, that's just I remember that. It's shitty. Sucked.
But yeah, guys, like I said, we have a lot of travel coming up. We're going to be in LA for 2 weeks together. So be looking out for a lot of content. We don't know exactly what we're going to be doing, but like we said, if you have any ideas when it comes to the vlogs, any challenges, any extreme challenges, please let us know, comment it, and we'll get it done. I'll convince Luke.
Solo free climb to the death.
Solo free climb the Eiffel Tower.
Okay.
Okay, we might get arrested, but that'd be a sick story, right?
Yeah. Have you ever seen those guys that climb like buildings and shit?
Yeah,
And
they
climb
get
to
in
the
trouble. Like cops are waiting for them at the top.
We should do one like a high speed chase.
We should.
And this helmet was for a vlog, so they'll probably let us go.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh shit, we didn't know you ever chill like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like, bro, we got 100K subs. Shout out to you guys again.
Boom. Yeah, no, big
I
time.
know for a fact we're gonna have you get one plaque in, so we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do a challenge series, or maybe just like one challenge to see who gets the plaque.
I said we just cut in half.
Cut it in half.
Cut it in half.
Might as well.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, thank you guys again. Appreciate all the support. Love you guys.
Yeah,
We'll
seriously.
talk about our beautiful sponsors real quick. Start off with that bad boy over there.
Yeah, right here I got Ghost. It's the basic line creatine. Shout out Ghost. If you want to save some money, you can use code GYMBRO for 20% off or
Code SHREDZ for 20% off.
what's that bling on your wrist?
That bling on my wrist and on my neck. You already know this. My 3 chains, my bracelets, everything that I wear. Shop GOD if you want to save 50% off with code PUMP.
Code PUMP.
And then we don't have a shaker on us, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But a great color. I love the way they're going. Helomix, best shakers in the game. If you want to save 15% off on the best shakers in the game, Helomix shakers, 15% off when you use code PUMP.
Pump as well, guys. All
Thank you guys so much for supporting. It means the world to us. And big things coming. So
Big things coming.
be waiting on that. Take us out, Luke.
And that's it, guys. That's Think About a Pump, ladies and gentlemen, with my co-host, Brodie SHREDZ. And we're out. See you guys in the next one. Be cool. Stay swole. Love y'all.
Boom.
Nah, it's like this. Boom! It's like that. I got to meet them one day.
Okay.